You are listening to Larry Conners, USA.
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
This is Larry Conners, USA. Larry Conners, USA.
Give us your best guess, then.
I just did.
No, you didn't. You didn't give us a time. When do you think this is going? Are we going to be here 2 years from now wearing masks?
No, I don't.
Ask Dr. Fauci the same question.
Well, let me answer your ranting again. Let me just.
I'm not ranting.
Yes, you are.
No, look, here's how it works, Dr. Fauci.
Right.
I get to ask you the questions. You're the highest paid official in the United States government. You've given us your advice on baseball, on dating apps, on cruise ships. You told us 0 masks, 1 mask, 2 masks, now back to 1 mask. And when is it going to end? You can say, I'm actually asking the citizens. I get the privilege of a ballot. I don't think my name goes on a ballot. The citizens I represent want to know the answer to when they can get their liberties back. You can call that ranting. I actually call it standing up for the Constitution, which I take an oath to uphold, Dr. Fauci, every year, every term that I serve in this Congress representing the folks in the 4th District of Ohio. So it is not ranting. It is defending the First Amendment.
By jury.
And we'd like an answer, or your best guess, since you got an answer for everything else.
Ha! I love it. Congressman Jim Jordan, Republican of Ohio, grilling Dr. Anthony Fauci. This is April 16, 2021. Congressman Jordan going after Fauci for everything we all want to know. And he's right. He's asking the question we want. When is the end? When are you going to give us some kind of definitive answer? They move the goalposts continuously. Let's go back. Let's go back when COVID first surfaced on our shores. And Donald Trump realized we might have an issue. So he shut down flights direct from China. And what did the progressives and the lefts do? Oh, that's xenophobic. He's a racist, doesn't like the yellow people. No reason to do that. Nancy Pelosi standing in the middle of Chinatown in L.A., San Fran, saying, come have lunch with me. It's all good. Well, no one was saying San Francisco or those living in San Francisco were responsible for COVID. That wasn't the point. And they know it, and you know it, but they were trying to get some extra run out of anything to assault Trump. So then we move forward. And there's a concern, do we need a mask? And Dr. Fauci, in a 60 Minutes interview in March of that same year, 2020, said, masks won't do you any good. It might stop one droplet, but I wouldn't bother. And now he's wearing 2 masks and say you need 2. This is even after you've had a vaccine. So Congressman Jordan's asking what all of us are, when is this going to end? You guys are using this as a control mechanism at this point. I have told you repeatedly, you make the decision you think is best for you and your family. If you want to buy into the whole thing that you made 2, maybe 4 masks, and you don't want to venture outside your house and you don't let anyone come into that is entirely up to you. Others say, I'm not that concerned, or I'll take a chance, whatever. And I tell you, I lost a very close relative to COVID. 10, 12 years younger than me, good shape, out of the clear blue. So I know that there's still a lot of suffering and deaths going on. But at some point, when is it coming to an end? And, of course, coming to the rescue for Dr. Fauci, CNN, and Dr. Cuomo. Oh, that's right. He's not a doctor, but he's playing one because he's saying, we're going to tell you the truth, the science. And, of course, the Project Veritas network exposed CNN was using COVID as a fear tactic. They continue. And we're also going to be joined a little bit later by a guest, Chris Bedford, senior editor with The Federalist, dealing with that 60 Minutes hit job on Florida Governor DeSantis. We'll have that story. And we also have court packing. Congressman Nadler today making a boo-boo, saying 13 is a nice number for the number of justice. A nice number. So you're just picking a number? Yeah, that's a boo-boo. We're going to get into that. And then you got Congressman McCarthy saying, Republican in California, Pelosi may say she's not in favor of court packing, but be careful. She'll flip As soon as she gets a pressure from the squad and the progressives, she'll do this, just like Joe Biden did, where he stands now compared to where he stood in 1983. And also, the Utah governor is defending racism. He's defending racism. In fact, he's enacting it. He's helping it go forward. The Utah governor. But there's a clarification. We'll get into that for you. And then, you probably didn't know this. This might not have been on one of your math tests. Math, did you know, is racist? It is. And then, something fun, or not. UFOs. Is the Pentagon ready to admit UFOs are here? Lock and load. Ready. On the right.
You can email Larry at LarryConnersUSA@gmail.com. LarryConnersUSA@gmail.com.